Yup, the new Turtles rap. See, I told you it was catchy. Let me turn it down. Welcome back to the Collector's Domain, guys. And today we're going to be taking a look at the 2012 TMNT figures. Hell yes. These things are amazing. But they aren't without their flaws. And let's go. Okay, but yeah, you see the rap now. I was trying to mimic it in my last video, but I didn't do such a good job. So that's just going to be playing on. It's already over anyway. So, yes, let's take a look at these guys. Not all these are from the new line. See, these are all the vintage figures. I just brought them out to make a little nice display and compare them a little to the actual 2012 line. So let's take the vintage figures out. I'm going to be doing it all in one shot. Not going to be going over them individually, so we got to go through this a little bit quick. Oops, a little quickly, so let's get through with it, okay? Let's start off with we'll build ourselves up. So we'll start off with the foot soldiers. The foot soldiers are, you know, they're generic army builder figures. And they are all exactly the same. They come with the exact same weapons, which are one short blade and one long blade. Let's see this one. One long blade and one short blade. Okay. And they can hold them in either hand, really nice, and they could actually sheath into these, which peg onto the backs by a peg hole. And when I got it in a box, they're all warped and stuff, and I'm worried that it's gonna, you know, like mess with my swords and stuff, but it's really pliable, so I'm sure it'll be okay. And they just plug right in. Just goes right onto the back. It's awesome. And yeah, every figure except the basic turtles have the stupid action pose feet, which is annoying because you can't even do much with it. Sucks. Hate it. There he is. They stand about. They're taller than the turtles. Here's Leonardo, who is like the medium-sized turtle. As you can see, he's about an inch shorter. So that's interesting. They're actually different. They don't have the bandanas that supposed to be hanging from their head, and in this show they actually don't. So I'm not too worried about that. I was gonna add stuff to it, but now that I see it's actually show accurate, I'm not gonna bother. Put that to the side. I got 3 of them because at Toys R Us it was buy 2 get 1 free. So that was just screaming, "Get 3 of me! 3!" We haven't actually seen the foot soldiers, much of them yet in the show. We've been introduced to how the turtles fell in love with pizza, the Krang, and I can't really say anything else. But we got to see everybody mostly. And yeah, see, they're all exactly the same. I got 3 of them, all exactly the same. But it's nice that they come with different weapons. They also come with 2 throwing stars each, like this. And so it's open to a bunch of different variations. You know, you can have them holding 2 short swords, 2 long swords, 1 long, 1 short, throwing stars. You can mix it up. Looks really nice. I was thinking of getting more, but once I found these vintage figures, I didn't need any more villains for now. You know, till they come out with some in the 2012 line. The other villain, generic villain they have are the Krang. Now it's not Shredder's right hand minion anymore. This is more of an alien race, and there are a bunch of them. So yeah, I can't really say too much about the characters without spoiling much for the show if you haven't seen it. But the toy does come out, the little Krang brain thing. It's hilarious, Michelangelo. These guys are part of the reason why he's my favorite. Krang, it's really squishy. You could put it on stuff. It has sort of a suction feature, barely, but it's on the heads. Comes with the android. Look at him in a second, and reenact the show and just plop it on any of the turtles' heads. Yeah, it sticks. It's fine. It's nice, really squishy, so it feels cool. Now the actual android itself, it came with 2 guns, really generic ones, meant for army building too, I guess. So, meh, you could hold them in either hand. Nothing special about them. Now this toy, I gotta say, stay away from. I can't recommend it. Maybe get one, but just to complete it, your little collection. But this thing is just horrible. It's not even good for kids, because this thing is just not gonna do anything. He's stuck in a running pose, because of that stupid action feature, and he doesn't even stand that well. He's really flimsy, really thin and lanky, which is like the show, but it's just a dumb design. I really don't like it. But it's got nice attempt at paint apps. You can see it looks like metal scraping on there, and then it's got like Krang veins going through it. It was a good attempt on design wise, but execution was just, yeah, it's horrible. It's got ball joint arms, no elbows, and ball jointed head. That's like the main fault of this entire line. Not much articulation in the outside of the turtles. Like everybody else got gimped, and they have less and less articulation. Further down the food chain they go down. Like the foot soldiers, they suck. Here we have Shredder. He's better than the others, I suppose. Not really, just sort of. Now mine's a little bit customized because I painted it up a little, just because there's like a lot of detail on this thing that isn't painted. Painted his boots black. They were originally like brown. His shoulder pads are gray like his helmet up here, but I painted them too silver. And you want to get it something like this. I don't know why they're so freaking large on them, but there they are. They couldn't just mold it on. I don't know why, but look at that. They're huge. But he does look very awesome. He looks thin, but if I compare him to like the 2003 Shredder, he's like exactly the same build. I thought it was weird. Like I thought this guy was girthier, but no, they're about the same size. They're exactly the same height. They have about the same articulation. And they both look really good. The head does look a little bit bigger, but yeah, it is a little bit bigger. Not entirely big, but yeah, they stand up really nice to each other. I wish I had the vintage. I saw the vintage at the flea market, but I didn't grab it because it was missing the cape, so I didn't bother. Yeah, he's way taller than the turtles, so that's awesome. Looks good. Articulation wise, he's got shoulders, elbows, side to side in the head, backward and forward, and then swivel at the waist. That's about it for him. This video is ending, so I'll catch you guys in the next part.